Paolo Rossi, born on September 23, 1956 in Prato, Italy, was a legendary Italian footballer who rose to prominence in the world of soccer, particularly for his pivotal role in Italy's 1982 FIFA World Cup victory. Known for his clinical finishing, intelligent positioning, and precise movements in the box, Rossi's playing style left a lasting impact on the game. His journey to stardom, however, was not without its challenges, and his career unfolded in remarkable ways. Rossi began his football career at a young age, joining the youth ranks of Juventus in 1973. His potential quickly became apparent, and he made his first-team debut in 1975. However, his early years at Juventus were marked by a lack of regular first-team appearances. Seeking more playing time, he moved to Vicenza in 1976, where his performances truly began to shine. His time at Vicenza was successful, with Rossi becoming one of the top scorers in the Italian league and gaining a reputation as one of Italy's finest strikers. After several years with Vicenza, he transferred to Perugia in 1979, continuing to showcase his goal-scoring ability. It was during this period that he caught the attention of the national team selectors. Rossi's breakthrough came in 1982 when he was called up to represent Italy at the World Cup in Spain. At the time, he had been coming off a suspension for a match-fixing scandal that had threatened to derail his career, but he managed to regain his form and was included in the squad. The 1982 World Cup was a tournament that defined Paolo Rossi's legacy. He was instrumental in Italy's triumph, scoring 6 goals, including a hat-trick against Brazil in the quarterfinals. His performances in the knockout stages, especially his ability to find the back of the net in crucial moments, earned him the Golden Boot as the tournament's top scorer and the Golden Ball as the best player. Rossi's composure and skill on the world stage cemented his place as one of Italy's greatest ever players. Following the World Cup, Rossi continued his career at the club level, with notable spells at Juventus, where he won several domestic titles, including Serie A championships and the Coppa Italia. His partnership with fellow strikers, such as Michel Platini and Roberto Bettega, helped Juventus to maintain its dominance in Italian football during the 1980s. Rossi's individual career achievements were significant, with him earning multiple honors, including Serie A's top scorer in the 1977-78 season. Despite his immense success on the field, Rossi's career was marked by periods of inconsistency and injury. Nevertheless, his reputation as a finisher and his ability to score goals when it mattered most were always his trademarks. After retiring from professional football in the early 1990s, Rossi transitioned into a career in sports journalism and television commentary, where he remained a respected figure in Italian football. His love for the game remained evident, and he continued to contribute to the sport off the pitch. Paolo Rossi passed away on December 9, 2020, at the age of 64, leaving behind a legacy that will forever be remembered in the history of Italian football. His contributions to Italy's 1982 World Cup triumph, in particular, will ensure that his name lives on for generations of football fans. Rossi's journey from a promising young talent to a World Cup hero exemplifies the determination, skill, and resilience that are the hallmarks of footballing greatness. After his retirement from active playing, Paolo Rossi stayed closely connected to the sport that had defined his life. His transition into broadcasting and media was a natural one, given his charisma and insight into the game. He became a well-known football pundit in Italy, appearing on various television networks, where his analyses of matches and football trends were highly respected. His experiences as a player at the highest level gave him an authoritative voice that resonated with fans and viewers alike. Rossi's legacy was not just built on his remarkable goal-scoring ability, but also on his impact off the field. He was admired for his professionalism, leadership, and ability to rise to the occasion during the most critical moments. He was never considered flashy or overly flamboyant, but rather a player who knew how to deliver results when it mattered. His dedication to his craft was reflected in his work ethic and his resilience in overcoming obstacles, particularly during his suspension from football due to the 1980s match-fixing scandal. This dark period in his career could have marked the end for many players. But Rossi emerged stronger, proving his worth in one of the most unforgettable World Cup campaigns in history. In addition to his contributions to Juventus and the Italian national team, Rossi's influence extended to his involvement in charity work and community engagement. He often participated in events and initiatives aimed at promoting football to younger generations and encouraging physical activity. His role as an ambassador for Italian football remained significant long after his retirement, and he was regularly invited to various events and exhibitions celebrating the sport's history and its stars. While Rossi's playing days may have ended, his name remains synonymous with one of the most successful periods in Italian football. His impact on Italy's national team, and particularly his role in securing the 1982 World Cup, remained a point of pride for both his generation and the ones that followed. His name will forever be etched in the annals of football history as a symbol of resilience, determination, and, of course, undeniable talent. The shock of his passing in 2020 was felt deeply across the world, as not just Italy, but the entire football community mourned the loss of one of its greatest ever players. Tributes poured in from former teammates, opponents, and fans alike, all acknowledging Rossi's immeasurable contributions to the game. He was remembered not only for his remarkable World Cup achievements, but also for his character and his representation of the values that football could offer: teamwork, passion, and perseverance. Paolo Rossi's life was a testament to the beauty of football, its highs and lows, and the enduring nature of a player's legacy. His name will always be associated with the triumph of 1982, and his contributions to the sport will continue to inspire future generations of players and fans worldwide. Even after his death, Paolo Rossi's influence continued to permeate the world of football. His legacy was celebrated not only in Italy but internationally, where he became a symbol of footballing excellence. In Italy, his name became synonymous with the national team's golden era, and his triumphs in the 1982 World Cup became a cherished part of the nation's sporting history. Various institutions, such as sports academies and football clubs, honored him posthumously by naming tournaments or awards after him, ensuring his impact on the game would never be forgotten. Additionally, many prominent figures in Italian and global football paid tribute to Rossi following his passing. His former teammates, including Italian legends like Roberto Baggio, Gianluigi Buffon, and others, spoke fondly of him, not just as a player but also as a person. His incredible World Cup performances and his subsequent contributions to the sport inspired countless young footballers who dreamed of achieving similar feats. Rossi's contributions to football were not confined solely to his performances on the pitch. As a voice of authority and experience, he had a deep understanding of the game, which made him a respected figure in media. His commentary was known for being insightful, and he had a knack for breaking down the tactical intricacies of matches. This post-retirement career helped him stay deeply involved with football and maintain his connection with both fans and professionals alike. The influence of his 1982 World Cup campaign extended beyond the pitch. It encapsulated the cultural zeitgeist of the era, with Rossi's 6 goals being pivotal in lifting the Italian national team to a third World Cup victory. Rossi's impact on Italy's sporting pride was immense, symbolizing not only personal redemption, but also the collective spirit of the nation, particularly in a year when the country had experienced significant political and social challenges. Rossi's role in shaping modern football also sparked conversations about the evolution of the game. His performances against legendary teams, such as Brazil in the 1982 World Cup quarterfinals, where he scored a hat-trick to knock out one of the favorites, became iconic moments etched in the minds of football fans worldwide. His ability to deliver when it mattered most remains a defining feature of what it means to be a footballing legend. Looking back at his career, Rossi exemplified many qualities that make a player immortal in the hearts of fans. His determination to overcome setbacks, such as his return from suspension, proved that true champions are not only defined by their success, but by their ability to rise above adversity. His journey from a young footballer with potential to one of the sport's most beloved figures serves as an inspiring story for future generations. Ultimately, Paolo Rossi's contributions to the world of football are undeniable, and his memory will remain etched in history. Whether through his iconic World Cup moments, his role as a mentor to future players, or his post-retirement work as a commentator, Rossi's legacy will continue to shine as a beacon of what can be achieved with talent, perseverance, and passion for the beautiful game. Paolo Rossi's legacy is not limited to just his on-field accomplishments or his post-retirement career. His influence transcended generations, as younger footballers and fans looked up to him as an example of how to carry oneself both in times of triumph and adversity. His story remains a testament to resilience and the power of redemption, something that resonated deeply with people around the world. In the years following his passing, retrospectives and documentaries about his life and career were created to celebrate his achievements and ensure that new generations would come to understand the magnitude of his impact on the sport. These documentaries explored his upbringing, the highs and lows of his career, and, of course, his unforgettable performances in the 1982 World Cup. His resilience through difficult moments, including his suspension and his subsequent return to the international stage to achieve glory, made his story even more compelling and reflective of the human spirit's ability to overcome obstacles. Many consider Rossi's role in Italy's 1982 World Cup victory to be one of the finest individual achievements in the history of the tournament. While football is often seen as a team sport, Rossi's 6 goals and his ability to rise to the occasion in critical matches, especially his 3 goals against Brazil, which are among the most memorable in World Cup history, elevated him into the ranks of football immortality. He became a symbol not only of Italian football, but of international sporting excellence. And his journey from a suspended player to World Cup hero remains one of the most remarkable narratives in the history of football. His impact extended beyond the pitch in his later years, as he became a beloved figure in Italian culture. His insights into the game, his dignified manner, and his involvement in the media helped him maintain a presence that was loved and respected by fans of all generations. He was not only an icon of Italian football, but a cherished national treasure, with many seeing him as a symbol of Italy's sporting pride. Rossi's legacy will also forever be tied to the notion of football as an international language, uniting people from different cultures and backgrounds. His World Cup triumph resonated deeply with millions of fans around the world, and the powerful connection between Rossi and the sport demonstrated the global nature of football's impact. Even in his passing, Paolo Rossi's influence remains felt across the sport, with tributes continuing to pour in from fans, players, and institutions that celebrate his life and contributions. Whether through the establishment of awards or the continued mention of his feats during World Cup discussions, Rossi's impact is enduring, ensuring that his name will forever be synonymous with excellence in football. Rossi's life and career will be remembered not only by those who witnessed his glory on the field, but by future generations who will hear the stories of his rise to fame and his defining role in Italy's footballing history. His legacy, one built on hard work, resilience, and the ability to perform under the most intense pressure, will continue to inspire aspiring footballers and fans for many years to come. Through every mention of the 1982 World Cup, Paolo Rossi's name will live on as a symbol of what it means to achieve greatness in the world of football.